So what's up, everyone? It is your girl Jail Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we are going to get into the Glaminatrix Silent Night palette. Now, y'all know I ordered this when the pre-order came. I told y'all that, and remember I told y'all it was a holiday palette I didn't want to film with about a couple of weeks ago, but then one of the shades was missing. Well, this was the palette that was missing. And mine is my first time trying anything from Glaminatrix or buying anything from Glaminatrix, and the palette showed up without the shade Tinsel in it, so my orange shade was missing. Now, I was fine with that because y'all know I don't like orange anyway, but since I had to like do a review and show y'all the entire palette, I wanted you to have all the shades. Aside from like that, I paid for all the shades, I want all the shades that come with it. So I contacted the owner literally like, I want to say like 10 minutes after I messaged her. She'd already told me she was sending out the shade. She was so sorry, and she actually gave me a gift. So she gave me this shade, what is this, Fairy Garden, as a bonus shade that she included with the shade that came in the palette, since she forgot to put my shade in. So I'm not telling y'all that to like shade the brand or try to make the brand look bad. I'm telling y'all because I wanted you all to see, you know, that the brand, what do you call it? Oh yeah, that the brand has excellent customer service, because I hadn't even talked, it hadn't even been 10 minutes. She already told me she was shipping it out and giving me something extra. But yeah, so I don't remember how much I paid for this palette, so don't ask. Let me see if I can look up in my notes real quick on my phone and see. Why is it on music? I don't know. Nobody clicked on music. All right. Dominatrix. Let me see. That's probably gonna show me in Australian. Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently I paid $65 for this palette, and then I had to pay $20 for shipping, which made it $85. So yeah. I saw Dior just came out with a new foundation, by the way, y'all, so I'm probably gonna grab it. Y'all know I live for a Dior foundation, but let me go off camera. I'm trying to decide, should we just do a look with each quad, because I feel like this is set up in quads where it's like you could do a quad of this and then a quad of this. So I'm thinking about doing it that way, but at the same time I think I just want to come out as many shades as I possibly can and just get this video done and over with, because we already like far behind as hell. It's 2022 and I'm just getting this review up. But I was like, I wanted to use the palette, so we gonna do it. And you know, I had hindrances in my way, which is why I didn't get to do it when I wanted to do it, but you know, whatever. Let me zoom you on in, and then we can go ahead and I'll come back with one eye done, and you know, we'll go from there. Okay, y'all, so here I have returned with just about every shade on my lid and my inner corner. So I used every shade except for the shade Fairy Light. So we used everything else except this. Let's get started. So for out of V, I took the shade Stocking and just blended it out. I was very impressed with how easily they blended and how smooth they felt on the eye. I was like, ooh, okay. Ooh. I didn't plan on bringing it this far originally, then I was just like, screw it. And I just put the orange shade. Well, you'll see what I put the orange shade will get. I used the Makeup Revolution, or the Revolution Pro, like, wannabe P. Louise base. Now, I'm going to take the green shade, which is one I use next, called Mistletoe. I'm going to start putting that into the crease right here. I love doing the gradient in the crease like this with the mattes. I don't know why, but that's like one of my favorite techniques to do lately, especially with little small palettes like this, so that way you get a feel for how all the shades perform at one time. Plus, I feel like it just gives a really cool like gradient on the eye, so that's another reason I do it. Nicely blend that in. Y'all, I'm really trying to get done by 2 o'clock, but I'm like, I don't know how well that's gonna work out, because I still got like 2 more palettes I need to review. And then I had a couple of other videos I wanted to do, but I'm like, I don't know how well that's going to work out either, because, like I said, I didn't bring my computer, so I ended up having to random delete stuff off the camera just now as I started off like this video, so I'm like, oh Lord. That was the shade Slay, by the way. Now I'm going to take the shade Gingerbread, which is the orange shade, and I just tapped it right here, because I figured it would go nicely with the orange shimmer I put on. Now that shade is more of a satin. I swatched all the shimmers on my hand for you all to see. So this is all of the shimmers. This one has like a shift to it, the shade Bulbs. That's the one that I'm pretty sure Ashley had all over her lid when she did this video. This is the shade Tinsel, the one I was missing originally in the palette that I told y'all about. This is the shade, this is the shade that's in the inner quarter now, Jingle Bells, and this is the shade Fairy Lights. So now I'm going to take Tinsel and put it all over my lid. Love how the shade that I don't really care about is the one that ended up going on the lid. If y'all remember, I don't really like orange, but I was like, since she went out her way to express ship this to me after she found out it wasn't my palette, I was like, let me go ahead and make sure I use it, since, you know, she express shipped it just for me to get it after it wasn't in here. And I'm sure that was expensive because, as you all know, this is an Australian brand. So I was like, I'm going to make sure that this is the star of my eye look, just because she went out of her way to express ship it to me and give me that free shade. So I'll try to remember to swatch this free shade at the end. Now I'm going to take the shade Bulbs, and I just literally just tapped it on top of this one. Give like a cool, weird, like reflective, you will. At least I thought it was going to. I feel like it's doing it like in, what do you call it? When I look in the mirror, but I feel like when you see it on camera, it doesn't. So that's a little disappointing, but you know, y'all know how these dual chromes and multi-chromes and shifting shades be doing, so we're trying to play you. But see, like right in here, I feel like if you see it, but I feel like when I tapped it on just now, you don't. So I don't know if that's the, or I don't know if it blended in with like the matte blue or this side, and that's why you can see it better, because I can see it clearly right here. I don't know if y'all can see right there. I feel like you can clearly see it there, but you don't clearly see it on the other eye. Anyway, we're going to take the shade Jingle Bells now. And pop that out in the corner real quick. And then I topped it with that Bulbs shade, just because like that shifting shade looks so cool to me. I was like, yes, I need to use it. I was like, let me pop it on top of this other inner quarter shade, just because I'm not, I feel like it's not doing enough. I need more. Now I'm going to take my clean brush and just dust over all of this. I'm going to go draw a wing real quick, put on some mascara, probably touch up my lipstick, and then we can have a discussion about this palette. Okay? Okay. Okay, y'all have returned with a sexy wing and eye done, if you will. So my thoughts on this palette. I actually like it a lot. The only downside is I don't know if it's still in stock or not, because I know they said they had like 100 of these left a couple of weeks ago when they emailed me about it, but I couldn't do anything because I didn't have this shade. But I am so excited to have this palette. I know she said she's supposed to be coming out with like a grungier one next year, and she posted a couple pictures of it on Instagram. It kind of looks like the Floral Punk palette from Kaleidos, but I don't care. I will buy the Floral Punk palette from them again and pay them the $65, how much it is, because this formula is really nice. I really like the matte formula in here. I'm not usually big on satins, but I feel like this satin had so much pigmentation to it. It looked like more of a metallic than a satin, so that's probably why I was okay with it. I'm living for this shade right here. We know which side of the palette I'm living for. I'm clearly just living for this little quad right here. I'll probably reach for that the most. But I do like the red in here. The orange went on pretty nicely, and these two like neutrally shimmers kind of grounded and make it a nice palette. But yeah, I'm living for this side of the palette right here. But anybody who knows me already knew that. The quality on this is great. I'm so happy to get it. I wish they'd bring back the U palette. That's the first palette I saw from them that I was interested in. But I was like, I don't know nothing about this brand. And I think Ashley said that palette was like $100 some odd dollars. I was like, whoa. Like, it's what? But then I saw the color story of this one, and I was like, I'll try out this one since it's smaller and see how I feel about it, because I don't want to be feeling salty. And I do feel like some of the colors in the U palette were like similar to this, because it was the same kind of setup. It was like half warm and half cool. I think it was just like 4 extra shades underneath here. I don't have it, and you know, I'm feeling salty now that I have tried the brand, but you know, it's cool. I'm gonna get the next one that they come out with that she posted on Instagram. I actually just bought the Blend Bunny palette, so you should be seeing the, what is it, the Dollhouse palette coming soon. Anyway, get this palette if you can, or get some stuff from the brand as you can. Hold on, let me go grab this single one I told you. It looks really similar to the barb shape though, so now I wanna investigate. Okay, upon closer swatching, it does not, but in the pan they look similar. Yeah, in the pan they definitely look similar. Okay, so this is the Fairy Garden and this is the Bald shade. So as you can see, this one is more my speed, the green, blue, and purple initially when you see it, whereas in the pan this one looks a little bit different. So I turn my hand like people be doing, so you can see, like, see when I turn my hand there, like you can see the green in both of them, but when you turn it forward, you only see the purple on this one and the more orangish pink to it. So anyway, I am a fan of the brand. I am happy I've tried the brand, and they're a new brand for me to add to my list of stuff that I'm gonna buy from. So them and Likely Makeup are the two new brands I've tried so far, I think last year. I think Blend Bunny I tried last year too, or did I try it the year before? I don't know. Anyway, get the palette if you can, and keep this brand on your radar, because I'm telling y'all, honey, these blends was fire. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.